Hello, good morning. It's 3 p.m. I'm Melissa, I write books. Welcome back to another writing vlog. It is Friday and I am still somehow ill. This is not what this video is going to be about, but maybe it is. So I've had this cough for like a month. Long story short, got some antibiotics, doing great. Well, we'll see, hopefully. I just have not really made a ton of progress in my book so far, which is okay. Half of these vlogs are just me saying a sentence and then afterwards saying it's okay because everything's fine, and it is okay and everything is fine. I think what started as a well-needed break from writing, enjoying the holidays and enjoying the new year and like sleeping a lot, and like what started as, yes, Alyssa, good, take a break, has now turned into I am afraid to open my book's document because it's been so long. To catch you up, last thing I did was write the opening of the book. So I have written the opening, I've written the 6 chapters, and I've also like kind of pieced together a couple of the bridging chapters that will get us to where the book connects with the rest of the plot. I'm hoping that I'm close to getting beta readers for this book. What I'm working on now, what I have not started, and this was the mistake I made, is I accidentally stopped and took a 4-day break when I was in the middle of steps. I need to start taking breaks like when I'm already in the middle of a book, because what I'm supposed to do right now, what I am going to do is edit through that opening section again so that it's a little bit cleaner, and then edit through the next part of Act 1, which will need to change a little bit based on the changes in the beginning. So just like editing through and then editing through and then all the way to the end. The second half allegedly will go faster because there's less changes, but I also have my changes for my critique partners that I'll be implementing as I do this. That's the plan. And I have no idea how long that's gonna take me. I just don't really know the state of these chapters because I just wrote them fresh, but I do remember feeling good about them. But I've also been sick, so I don't really remember the state of these 6 new chapters that I've written. Some of them I know are in better shape than others. This is a point of the process where I just don't want to make goals. Like, I don't want to make word count goals because I don't want to rush, because I want the book to be as good as it can be. And so I'm like, I just want to do it. I would for sure, like, the latest I want to be done with this entire edit read through is the end of January, which means like I really need to like lock in and do it. In a shocking turn of events, my first chapter is actually really good in my opinion. Like, I've been avoiding that chapter for like a week and it's a slay. I don't know if all the new chapters are gonna be that good, but I was reading it and I was like, okay, New York Times, who? There are a few little tweaks I wanna make. Like, I'm picturing an agent reading this and I'm like, yeah. Yeah, like we're 2,000 words into the book, we have character, we have stakes, we have a relationship, we have, like, am I a writer? I think the next chapter is gonna be rough, but no, maybe not. Maybe not, maybe it'll all be good. I don't know. Is writing fun? Who would have thought? Remember what I was talking about when I was rewriting these new chapters? I was taking scenes from the old draft and like kind of reworking them to fit. And there's something with the flow of that because they're like coming from random points in the book. And so sometimes it just felt a little like, this is kind of abrupt. Like, this is kind of fast. I don't know if we're getting quite enough information. Like, this is kind of like, whoa. And I think part of it's just a flow thing. I think it just needs a couple more edits through, but I'm a little worried it's not moving fast enough and then I'm not including enough information. But I'm gonna have a line edit later where I like make sure I'm describing things enough and like adding in more detail and inner thought. But I do think like that first chapter I wrote like fresh, and I can tell because it's better. So I'm a little nervous I'm gonna have to rewrite all these chapters again from scratch, but I'm hoping that that's not the case. That is just like exciting to me, that I feel like I'm getting to a point where I'm not satisfied with this chapter. Like, objectively, it's probably fine, but I'm not happy with it because I know it can be stronger. Like, there's things that are flowing just a little bit weirdly, and I think I can fix them or like restructure the chapter a little bit. Like, I think my eye as a writer is getting better. I think it's really hard to have self-confidence when all you see in the inbox is rejections. And I think there's a difference between like feeling like the book isn't good at all and not being satisfied with it. Like, I think objectively it's fine. Like, if for some reason someone needed to read something of mine today, I would be like, okay, yeah, you can read this, it's fine. But like, there's something about it could be better. I'm officially saying though that I'm gonna get through half of this book. I'm gonna get to the midpoint this weekend. And by the end of the week, in 1 week, I want to be done with the whole book. For this pass, which is essentially reading the chapter and saying slay. There are no rules. Do whatever you want. Okay, bye.
Yep. And then Diane's doing critique for a friend.
Okay. Hi, it's me, Alyssa. It is 8:14. I'm on the sprints. I'm not on. I'm so sorry if you were watching those live sprints. I just go crazy on stream. I don't know what that's about. I am like ill. The evening always is worse, but it's fine. I am through chapter 7. It's fine. The problem is now we're on chapter 8, which means I don't know if it's okay or not. I don't know if it's good or not, truly, because now this is the bridge. We're now connecting the new opening with the old book. So now it's kind of the question of like, is the old stuff actually good? We'll find out. And also how much really needs to be changed, because I didn't really edit anything yet. So I'll probably have to edit significantly more. During the sprints that I was in, I got through 3 chapters, which was 4, 5, 6, 7. Each of those was under 1,500 words, or around 1,500 words. I'm just gonna dive right in. I'm gonna try to get through 2 more chapters before I go to bed. So then I'll be on chapter 10 tomorrow, which would be great because that means I would have gone through 10 chapters. I mean, technically yesterday and today, which is like huge progress. I haven't written in like 2 weeks. Yesterday was so very productive. I think I updated you at the end of yesterday. I know like the recommendation is like when you're querying and when you're sending things, I think it's like technically supposed to be in double spaced. When I'm reading and editing, like double space is like reminds me too much of school and it just like doesn't work really well for me. So I just have it at 1.5. If that's any sort of comparison. And also there is, how many words? There's currently 13,000 words in this document. My chapters are much shorter, which is my intention. I know that there's a lot of discussion. I don't know so much anymore. I haven't heard a ton of discussion about this section anymore, but about like marketability versus creativity. And I think that we're kind of approaching this conversation wrong, because in the past I've seen, oh, don't write to be marketable, write to be creative. And something like short chapters I've never really done, because I mean my chapters are like moderately length, but usually more than 2,000 words. And a lot of these chapters are sitting at like 1,500 words. And I've noticed in thrillers that I like, that the chapters are super quick and they all end on a little like, oh, that's interesting. And like you're getting one new piece of information in, like you're building one little piece of intrigue with each scene. I've kind of hesitated against that in the past because I'm like, I don't want to do that just because it's marketable. But I think the reason that that's marketable is because people like it. Who would have thought? And I actually am finding that I like it. I think I'll need to flesh out a little bit. I am historically an overwriter and then an underwriter. I don't know. I tend to not describe things very well or in very much detail, which is kind of fine for thrillers typically, but I'll probably need to go and add a little bit of description here and there, like when it makes sense and in a smart way, not just like the tree was green, you know, like see where I could add some tension with description or some like intrigue or mystery or something. But it's going pretty well. I have significantly slowed down. I'm on chapter 9 now. This is honestly, these next 5 chapters, I'm guessing, is going to be a little bit dicey because it's a lot of scenes like at the police station investigating, and then like, but it all is pretty significantly different from before. In terms of like the sentence, like all the logistics are a little bit different because now they have this different opening, right? It's 12:17 right now. I'm going to charge this, so you're not going to see my next writing session, which is really okay. It's just going to be me sitting in this chair writing again. But I have until about 3 or 2:30, so I'm going to try to do a good sprint, and that's probably all the time I'm going to have for today because I'm trying to sleep more and not go crazy, but I want to work because I want to get things done. I'm finally motivated. It's the first time I've been motivated since NaNoWriMo or November, whatever we want to call it. Like, this is the first time I felt that in a long time, so.
I can make the same movements on repeat. I can go on walking when I'm sound asleep. I can lose myself that way.
I guess I should probably end this video at some point. I'm having one of those days where I am a horrible writer. Has the quality of my writing changed at all? Probably not. But everything I've ever written is garbage and nothing is good, and I'm probably bad. Just generally, pretty sure. So that's really exciting. I was going to share the Google document with someone else, and then I read the first page and I was like, it's not terrible. Like, it's not unreadable garbage sauce. Like, it's not the worst thing you've ever read, but it's really hard for me to tell if it's good or not. And there's like 85 things I want to change, but I don't know exactly how to change them, and also it's going to take so long, which is okay. I need to stop like being afraid of like spending time working. I just need to be where I am. I just need to not read it. Because like literally earlier in this vlog, I was editing through the first chapter and I was like, this is a sleigh. And now I don't know if it is or not. I feel like I don't want to lie. I just like don't want to live in a lie. Like I don't want to actually be a terrible writer and have people be telling me that I'm good at it because they want to be nice and they know how hard I work at it. I just kind of feel like I'm terrible at writing. But I know that like can't actually be true. Maybe it can. Here's the problem. I think this is also part of what's getting in my head is, let me just turn this into a querying vlog, I guess. I don't know. It's not, but it relates. Like it's hard to separate that. I've mentioned this a few places, but I've gotten quite a few like full requests, which is super exciting. And a few, now I think 2 have come back in the last month as no's, but they said in the no's like something along the lines of it didn't like quite come together in the way I was expecting. Actually, no, what it said is I don't think it quite came together enough. I'm really getting in my head about, do I know how to like put a story together? Like, does it actually flow? Am I just putting together all these jagged pieces of these puzzles and they're not actually fitting and I'm just like pretending that they fit? Am I just gaslighting myself? So that's how it's going. And I know that the wedding season, which is what I'm querying right now, is very different than this book. And actually I would agree. The story does come together, but it is the ending. It's got some quirks. Like it's not airtight. And that's something I've kind of realized, like, the longer it sat in the trenches, the longer I've been like, I don't know about the ending. It comes together, but it's not like the tightest thing in the world. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I'm ending this video. I'm on chapter 9, which is, I'm going to finish chapter 9 today. I'd actually like to get through the whole book this week. I will see you so soon. Hopefully I can write a book. Okay, bye.